vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
Was it appropriate for the officer to punch this guy in the jaw after he'd already broken the window?
But nothing more pissed me off to see a black officer involved.
At this point, I'm really starting to think Black Lives Matter up a lot of y'all's head.
Grace and peace, everybody. You saw the thumbnail. You've seen the title. You've been a part of this discussion. So with no further ado, let's just jump in and talk about it. I want to hear what you think. So, of course, jump into the best comment section on the internet. I want to hear what your thoughts are pertaining to this. I'll give you some of my thoughts as we watch. Let's go.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands.
Here.
Tonight on the 10 o'clock news, a Jacksonville Sheriff's Office traffic stop going viral with 1 million views and climbing on social media. Now we see all the angles of the interaction.
All right. I'm about to break the window. All right, go for it. Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands.
JSO releasing body camera footage from each of the 3 officers who were involved in the incident, which is now drawing national attention. After roughly 4 minutes of asking William McNeil Jr. to get out of his car, officers smashed through the window, pulled him out of the car, and pinned him to the ground, telling that driver to stop resisting. The viral traffic stop now prompting questions of drivers' legal rights and demands of transparency from the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office.
This incident happened back in February, but McNeil just posted the video on social media this past weekend. Sheriff T.K. Waters says an internal department investigation into the officer's conduct is underway. A violent altercation that all began when police noticed McNeil's headlights weren't on.
Again, it happened back in February, but Sheriff T.K. Waters announced today that he didn't know about it until someone had told him about that cell phone video that was posted onto social media. He said he ordered an immediate investigation into the matter. This is the cell phone video that has since gone viral after it was posted onto social media.
Exit the vehicle.
All right. So, and again, I am not a legal expert. I've watched a lot of body cam footage, though. I was under the impression that once force had to be used to remove someone from a car or to remove them from a bar or from a plane or wherever, that body cam footage had to be up for review. So maybe that's not the case. I don't know. But if that be the case, then I don't know why they had not actually looked at and reviewed it, because it was physical force used. You had 4 men tackle this gentleman. They had to break his window out. That's definitely a use of force. But I do want to go back to the 2 main reasons why the officer pulled him over, and it'll show up a little bit later. And that's the headlights on when it's raining, dusk, or it's super cloudy. Okay. And then also not having a seatbelt on were the 2 reasons that the officer pulled the gentleman over in the first place. I believe that I don't think the officer was 100% correct in doing that. I don't think so. However, I don't believe the young man was in the right by denying and doing what he was asked of the police officer. You're not going to adjudicate the case on the asphalt. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be on the courtroom, not the side of the road. And so you just got to give me a license, registration, and keep it moving, collect your tickets and go fight it in court. He probably would have got all those shot down because it's not raining. So you didn't need to have your headlights on. None of the police officers had their headlights on. And the seatbelt, maybe they can prove it, maybe they can't. But you could still take that to court and you probably wouldn't have had any problems and your window would still been intact. So I think the officer is as wrong as today is Wednesday. And I do think the young man driving is wrong as well.
You just saw 22-year-old Will McNeil Jr. being punched in the face by JSO officer Donald Bowers during a traffic stop. Now, here is the newly released body cam video showing how it all began.
Yes, sir.
Is there a reason why you're popping the door open like that?
I don't have a window that works. Is there a reason that you're pulling me over?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have your lights on. 2 things, you're not wearing your seatbelt.
It's daylight. I don't need the lights. And it's not weather. It's not raining.
Oh, this is inclement.
It's not raining.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you why I'm pulling you over. Give me your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
No, call your supervisor.
See, to me, again, I think he might be right. He might be right. and the officer could be as wrong as today is Wednesday. Just give him your license. There's no reason not to. It's a lawful order from a police officer. You can disagree with them, take the ticket, take it to court, win in court, and keep it moving. There's no reason to tell. What's he going to say different if he brings a supervisor? The supervisor is not going to say, you're right. Johnny, you're wrong. You go back to your squad car. You're no dinner for you. It's not going to happen. The officers are only going to agree with them because it's a lawful order. License, registration, proof of insurance. That's it. And he could just do that and then keep it moving. And there's nothing noble about that. Now, again, I'm not saying, don't hear what I didn't say. I did not say that the officer was right. I said, I do think the officer's wrong in a lot of these situations, and it's going to get wronger, but way before it gets any better. So I do believe the officer's wrong. I just think that this young blood is wrong too. Okay, let's go.
Why?
Excuse me?
Call your supervisor. Why did you pull me over?
77, I'm cooperative with the driver. I've already told you.
Why did you pull me over?
Step out of the vehicle.
No.
Step out of the vehicle.
25
seconds.
Okay, so this young man is not everything he's doing now is only exacerbating his wrongness. Now he could have pulled this out, collected a W, got 2 citations, or maybe even got a warning. The officer might have said, hey, just make sure in inclement weather, you got your headlights on. Please make sure you got your seatbelt on. Have a good day. It could have gone way different. It did not have to go this way. There's not just only one way that this problem could have been solved. There's not only one way to skin a cat. Both of these guys are wrong, but let's go.
Out for the 94, the driver just slammed the door and locked it. Yep. Keep your hands where I can see them, sir. My camera's on too. I've already told you. Okay.
Now the young man is saying, you did not tell me why you pulled me over. That's not being truthful. Again, this doesn't make him any better. He could have easily just did what the officer said. I disagree that I was speeding. I'm sorry. I disagree that I need to have my lights on. I disagree that you said I didn't have my seatbelt on. I don't know how he could see that he didn't have a seatbelt on anyway, because his windows are pretty dark. So I don't know how he could see that anyway. I think he had a chance to win this, take it to court, argue it out, win. No citations, no points on your license, anything like that. But now we're here.
Right now you're under arrest for resisting. You understand?
Resisting is crazy.
You're under arrest for resisting. The longer you take us on, the worse it's going to be. Keep your hands where I can see them, sir. Okay. Sir, it's your last warning.
Okay. And you see the new police car has pulled up right there. It don't have its lights on. I mean, I'm just saying, if the law is that you got to have your lights on because it's inclement weather, I don't know what inclement weather you need to have your lights on because y'all don't have yours on. Just saying.
Open the vehicle and exit before we're going to break the window. Open the door and exit or we are going to break the window. Open the door and exit or we are going to break the window. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. I'm about to break the window.
Moments later, after more cops show up, Officer Bauer's body cam records what happens next.
I wish they had shown you the officer that's leaning on the side of the car. He's actually trying to speak plain common sense to this young guy. He's like, man, just open the door up, man. And now I think Officer Bauer, though I think the young blood is wrong, Officer Bauer has been wrong for a long time as well. And he's only going to get more and more wrong in a moment. He's going to take the center stage of Wrongville in a second. He is definitely going to show it.
Exit the vehicle now! Exit the vehicle! Show me your hands.
Here.
1033 at 1521 hours.
What is your reason? Step out. What is your reason? Step out now. All right. Get on the ground. No, don't fuck it. I'll see my back. Oh, yeah. Put
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm resisting.
Hands behind your back.
McNeil pled guilty to driving on a suspended license and resisting arrest without violence. Sheriff T.K. Waters says this encounter could have been prevented if McNeil had not resisted arrest. But what about this punch to the face as seen in?
Oh, the punch in the face is 1,000% wrong. There's no other way around that. I think he probably could have got my guy right here, Young Blood, probably has an assault charge. Definitely, he can do that. This dude needs to be suspended. He does not need to be representing Florida's police force. That being the case, though, please don't forget the fact that he was told to do something and he did not do it. You don't get to do that. I don't understand where we get this idea that we can just deny what the police say and we're noble and we're righteous and just when the police are telling you to do something and you're denying doing what the police are telling you to do. You can't do that. You're not going to adjudicate this on the side of the road. You just know, okay, I'm going to have to take this down there to Liberty Station, take it on down there. That's where I'm going to fight this out. Give me a lawyer, get my nice suit on. I'm going to fight it out then. You're not going to do it on the side of the road. It's just not going to happen. There's very rarely a situation where the driver can talk his or her way out, finesse his or her way out of a ticket, a citation. I mean, really, the best thing he could have did was just follow the instructions. But given the fact he had a suspended license, he probably was going to get taken out that car no matter what, because you're driving on a suspended license. Now, if he had followed along and was trying to be compliant, maybe they could have said, we'll let you go, but somebody got to come and get the car. I've seen that happen. You can leave the car here. You can walk home, but you got to come back. Somebody got to come get the car. We can tow the car. But I mean, I've seen other ways that don't require you to go in the back of a police car.
In the cell phone video.
Was it appropriate for the officer to punch this guy in the jaw after he'd already broken the window? Was that yes or no? Was that appropriate?
It depends on the circumstances. But it's already determined it's not criminal. Now we're going to look for JSO policy violations. How about that? Is that good?
Well, if a civilian did that to another civilian, they would be in handcuffs.
No, not necessarily.
Did y'all see that black man that got pulled over by the police because his lights was off? And he simply just asked for their supervisor because they was being super aggressive towards him and they busted his window open. He suffered from a concussion because they slammed him on the floor. The white officer punched him in his fucking face, busted his lip open. He had to get 9 stitches in his lip. He suffered from short-term memory. That whole situation pissed me off. But nothing more pissed me off to see a black officer involved. There was literally 3 of y'all. 3 police officers choking this man out, forcefully throwing him on the ground over a light. At what point will y'all realize y'all have to result differently in situations? This is why civilians are retaliating.
So, and though I understand what this young lady's saying, is she putting any accountability on that young blood that he is not doing? Because if she watched the video, did you see that he was not doing what he was asked to do? That's all I'm asking questions present.
This is why they are unaliving y'all now. Because y'all think y'all above the law. For real, y'all think can't shit be done to y'all. But that pained my heart to see that black man involved, that black officer involved as well. That's your brother sitting in that chair right there. That's your brother in that car seat right there. Now, what if the roles will switch? What if that happened to you? That's somebody's son. This shit getting too out of hand. It's too crazy. Y'all were completely wrong for acting like that towards that man.
At this point, I'm really starting to think Black Lives Matter a lot of y'all's head. And I urge you to go watch the body cam footage of the Jacksonville officer, because that little clip that you saw from the suspect who's trying to get a pity party, totally different. I mean, at this point, they were justified in everything. The extraction, The punch to the face, yeah, a lot of people had a problem with that, but no one has a problem with the fact that he actively resisted arrest. I mean, the guy had a suspended license. He knew that he was fucked. That's the whole reason why he prolonged the stop. He prolonged the inevitable. He closed the door, slammed the door in the officer's face, tried to prop up his phone so he can get a hot clip to go viral. Come on, man. I don't know what's up with individuals thinking that they're paralegals all of a sudden during traffic stops or during times where they're about to be arrested. Not to mention that officer said you're under arrest several times.
Okay, and I'm gonna disagree with him. I don't believe that the punch in the face. And if you watch from other angles, the officer clocked the guy after he got out of the car and punched him a couple times while he was on the ground. I don't think that that's cool at all. Now, that being the case, I do think that that officer should be looked at. I might disagree with TK, the sheriff, on that matter. I do think he needs to be looked at, but we'll see what happens on that. But I'm gonna put that over to the side. I agree 100%. Like, y'all do realize that the guy is breaking the law. When the police say, get out of the car, that is a legal, lawful order. If you do not follow that, you are now resisting. That's it. Resisting don't mean I gotta be fisticuff. Resisting don't mean I gotta be hot and sweaty and no. Resisting is I'm not doing what you told me to do. And if they say get out of the car, you're resisting now. If they say please leave this scene because we're trying to calm down this fighting people right here, and you refuse to do so, you can be seen as resisting or obstructing in that matter. But you see what I'm saying? You're not doing something that's got to be. It doesn't have to be some grandiose expression. It can be something simple as I got my cell phone camera. I'm not leaving where you told me to leave from. You said go back 20 feet. I ain't even moved yet. I'm sitting there. I gotta film it. And I can be creating my own problems. Okay, let's go.
At that point, you're a fugitive. And yeah, you can ask for a supervisor to the scene. Yeah, this is my scene, not my supervisor's. If I told you to get out the car, you're getting out the car, especially if I'm arresting you. Nah, man. Law enforcement was definitely justified in this situation. Don't agitate a situation, and when it escalates, you want to cry wolf. We don't have a police brutality problem in America. We have a civilian stupidity problem in America. And just because you spark a problem and you shoot your version on your video camera doesn't make it right.
As soon as he slammed the door on the officer, it was over for him. I mean, are these people baiting cops? I mean, that's a great question. The cop tried 100 different ways to get him to comply. Headlights, yeah, more like driving while black. Again, I don't agree with the whole headlight thing. So I'm not gonna say it's driving while black, but I don't agree with the headlight thing at all. The face strike was completely unneeded. And amen. And that was just it. I mean, there's been tons of people who have talked about this. Shout out to the lead attorney. I'll probably leave a link to his video. He did a video discussion on this and such of that nature. And I want to hear what you think. So if you don't mind, down in the comments below, let me know what you think. We'll keep it civil, but jump into the best comment section on the planet. I really appreciate you so much doing so. We'll chop it up down there. So until next time, everybody, grace and peace.